promise you, there's no amount of schooling that's gonna teach you how to do this job. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's Jugray here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am a teacher amongst a million other things, but I have been a teacher now for 5 years, and I have been teaching high school English for 3 years, 7th grade English for 2. So I'm gonna give you some tips and things that I just really wish that I was aware of before I became a teacher. Yes, I have been teaching for 5 years now, and I know you're probably wondering who hired her. Yes, I'm actually, very good at my job, but I have learned that the tattoos really don't matter. All of the districts that I've been in are very liberal and open-minded, and they're not so judgmental as far as tattoos. I do not have any offensive tattoos, so I don't really have to cover them up. I don't even say really, I don't cover them up or have to. They're all on my hands. I can't cover them up. So yes, you can become a teacher and still have tattoos. It's 2021. All right, so I am gonna give y'all 5 things that I really wish I knew before becoming a teacher. The first thing is the biggest complaint, gripe, moan from teachers, I'm sure from all over the world, or I ain't gonna say world because America is so different, but at least across the US, and that is time. As a teacher, we just never have enough time, and time is like literally the blanket over all of the other subcategories. So time to eat, time to use the bathroom, time to make parent contact, time to grade, time to create lessons, time to do this, time to that, and so on and so forth. Time is just a big factor for teachers. And something that I learned early on, and I am suggesting it for everybody, do not bring your work home. I really do not bring my work home. I learned that my first year. My first year, I was bringing work home pretty much every single day, and I stopped. So after that, from year 2 on, I did not bring work home. And what I mean by that, I'm an English teacher, so of course I have essays to grade, and I do bring those home to grade, I'm all virtual. But as far as like creating lessons and doing parent contacts and what else is there, evaluations and just all those other really grading things, I do not bring home. I definitely carve out time in my day to shut my door, not talk to anybody, and get work done. And that's usually before school, and that is usually during my conference period. So during my conference period, y'all, I am really taking advantage of getting work done. As far as other time issues, y'all, I remember so many times I would end my day and be like, wow, I never used the bathroom, or wow, I have not even eaten today. Please take a moment in your day to just stop and put yourself first, because you can't be a better teacher for anyone or do, parent contacts or replying to emails or doing anything if you're not well first. So just take that time, go use the bathroom, eat. Like, don't ever put yourself in that position. I learned the hard way. So another thing that I learned is that as teachers, we are more than just a teacher. And I'm sure all my teachers out there can vouch for this. We are therapists, we are nurses, we are guidance counselors, we are parents, we are nurturers, feeders, we are giving food. We are so much more than just a teacher, a person who is teaching or educating your child. We are so much more than that. And I've learned that because there are so many, negative comments about teachers as of right now, being in the pandemic, I just want people to really understand and take a moment to realize we're human just like you are. So just because you want your child to go back to school and, get back to a normal life, so do we. We do too, but we also want to be safe. And so don't think that we're just being lazy teachers and not doing anything. We are doing a lot. I am so much more than just a teacher. Another thing that I have learned is that there will be no year like your first year, and I mean that in a good way. You do not want to ever experience your first year again. I know I don't, so maybe it's just me. But your first year is the hardest. If you can get over your first year, you can make it in this profession. Please remember that it's not gonna always be that hard. I know my first year was my worst year. I have never had an experience that bad. Administration sucked. They were not supportive of me. I was going through personal things, of course, but I also did not know what I was doing. Another issue. And I was just given a schedule that was horrible. I had all inclusion SPED classes. I was not SPED certified, and I had no idea what to do. And I just think as a first year teacher, if you can overcome all of the obstacles that come with the profession, you can do this job. So try to stick in. At least give it 3 years. Try for 3 years. So that also brought me to another thing about not knowing what I was doing. There is absolutely nothing out there that is going to prepare you for this job. No school, no certificate, no student teaching. None of that prepares you for actually teaching and, you know, classroom management. You learn that on your own. So that is just hands-on experience that you have to learn by yourself. The only thing that I can really suggest is maybe substituting if you sub, because you do have full control over the classroom. You don't have anyone with you, you know, as a main teacher, and you're the student teacher. You're just in there by yourself. You are the only adult in the class. And if you do that, you'll get a taste of classroom management. You can also get a taste of actually teaching. There's long-term sub positions where you will be able to actually teach the lesson. So I definitely suggest subbing or doing some type of substitute teaching before you become a teacher, so you could really get a feel. I promise you, there's no amount of schooling that's gonna teach you how to do this job. The last thing that I wish I knew was, I guess, the role of administration. What is their purpose for, you know, having administration in a school? And now that I know that, I definitely know what to look for in a school. And what I mean by that, my first year, I had horrible support. I did not have support actually in my first year of teaching. And now that I know what it doesn't look like and what it does look like to have support, I know how to navigate where I want to be as far as teaching. So I had a great experience last year with my administration team. They were very supportive, very empathetic, very understanding. And what I mean by supportive is not just patting me on the back and supporting me. I mean, they were putting me in positions to attend PDs that were helpful to me, or they were putting me in positions to help me grow as a professional and as a teacher. And so I definitely feel like support and administration go hands in hand. So if you are in a position and you're trying to understand the role of administration, like not just be fearful of them, then that's what to look for, support. For me, that was my perception. My first year was like, oh no, it's the principal, like be scared of them. But that's the wrong way to think about it. I definitely think you should develop a relationship with administration so that you can go to them for encouragement, support, learning opportunities to grow, and pretty much use them for what they are, to help you become a better professional. So I hope you all enjoyed these tips that I just made up in my head. They were really pretty much from my experience what I really wish that I knew before becoming a teacher. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.